At some point on your growth journey, you're going to feel misunderstood, okay? Misjudged, maybe even abandoned. And I need you to hear this, okay? Like, that is not a sign to stop. That is proof that you're evolving. The truth is that they won't understand your growth until it's too late, okay? And by the time that they do, you'll be too far ahead to even look back. Growth is lonely, okay? People get uncomfortable when you start changing, especially if they're still standing still, right? When you stop gossiping and complaining and stop wasting your time, and instead you focus on like healing and dreaming bigger and moving differently, they'll fall off. Some of them will criticize and others will go silent. And that silence, that is clarity. That is literally confirmation that you're headed in the right direction. Your leveling up is exposing the parts of them that they haven't. And that's not your burden. That is their work to do. Your glow is not arrogance, okay? Their discomfort is not your responsibility. Here's the part that most people never talk about, okay? When you grow up, you grieve. You don't just lose people, right? You're losing versions of yourself. You're burying identities that you once clung to, and you're saying bye to who you were before this breakthrough. And that's why it hurts, right? Because becoming the person that you were meant to be, well, it requires the death of who you used to be. So growth doesn't just cost you people, right? It costs you your literal old identity and your comfort zone and your excuses. But staying stuck, that'll cost you your soul. I remember when I lost my daughter, and I don't mean like I lost her in some kind of symbolic way. Like, I mean, I lost her. I carried her for 8 months and I felt her moving. I imagined who she would become. And then one day, I had to say goodbye before I ever even got to say hello. And I could have stayed stuck, right? And bitter and numb and angry at life. And for a while, I did. But I knew that deep down, that version of me couldn't raise the daughter I still had, right? That version of me couldn't become who I was meant to be. I had to allow this pain to transform me instead of destroy me. And that experience, it didn't break me, okay? It birthed the strongest, clearest version of me that I've ever known. And because I let it teach me, I let it evolve me. So you don't get to choose your pain, okay? But you always get to choose what it makes of you. So if you're in the middle of that stretch where it feels like no one sees you and no one gets you, keep going, okay? You're not doing it wrong. You're doing it right. Growth is often misunderstood while it's actually happening, but yet respected when it's complete, right? They'll clap later. Right now, clap for yourself. And if you're young, listen closely. You don't owe anyone the watered down version of you just to be accepted, right? That kind of approval is a trap. Like, start becoming the real you now before the world convinces you to settle. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to lead. And leaders often walk alone before they're even followed. I guess I just want to say that the people who misunderstood you today, they'll scroll past your success tomorrow, wondering how you even did it. They won't understand the solitude and the grief and the discipline and the internal war. They'll only see the outcome. And you'll be too far into your piece, too immersed in your purpose to even notice that they're watching. So don't slow down. Don't shrink. Don't explain. You're not here to be understood. You're here to evolve. I'm looking forward to my next video, and I hope you're enjoying. Please drop a comment. Let me know what else you guys want to hear. I really just love being able to put this message out there. I know that there's so many of us who need to hear this, and so many of us who didn't have parental figures or teachers or role models who were there to teach us these things. You are one of a kind. You are unique. You are you. You're born to stand out. So continue working on you, and I promise you, you will love the outcome. Can't wait for the next video.